Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this week I'm going to be talking about my Disney character auditions. This is going to be kind of like a half story time, half what to expect kind of thing. I'm going to be talking about my trip kind of in general. And yeah, let's talk Disney. Who haven't been watching my previous videos or who are new here, I got accepted into the Disney College program for fall of 2017, and I recently, in the past 2 weeks, went to New York for Disney Character Auditions. Now I'm just going to start from the very beginning. Like I said, it's kind of going to follow like a story time kind of outline. So basically we left a day earlier, so the audition was on Monday morning, and I went to New York Sunday morning, kind of around lunchtime. So we stayed in a hotel, we kind of just did some shopping. My birthday was coming up that week, so we kind of made it into like a birthday thing too. So we did that, we shopped around, and that was pretty much our first day. So the next day was the actual Disney audition. Now, the Disney audition check-in time was at 9:30. We were in a hotel called the New Yorker, which was right across the street, pretty much right down the block from it, so I didn't have to get up too early. It was also very cold and very windy, so thankfully we didn't have to walk very far to get to the studio. It was at Pearl Studios, and we were on the 12th floor, I believe. It was whatever the top floor was. So prior to the audition, I didn't really do anything because there's not really much you can do to prepare based on what they're going to have you do. So you weren't going to know the dance ahead of time or anything like that. And honestly, I wasn't really sure what to expect. This was my first audition ever that I'd ever been to for anything, so I had no idea what to expect. So I got there to the front around, I want to say 9:30, because I wanted to be kind of first, or was it 9:30? It might have been 10, I'm not sure. Once again, this happened a few weeks ago, so I'm trying to remember, but I think it was 9:30, and you had check-in until 10:30, so it was 9:30 to like 10:30 kind of. The earliest you could get there was 9:30. Check-in technically started at 10, and then up to 10:30. So once I got to the front, my parents could have continued like coming with me, but we kind of just went our ways there, and I went up to the studio, and when I walked in, there were already so many people, and like there were probably about, well, I was number 210 at the time, so there were about 200 people ahead of me. But granted, it was New York, so I can't say that I didn't expect it to be kind of packed, and we were all in one studio room because there were other auditions like going on around us. So at the same time, I kind of expected there to be a lot of people in that room, but just it was hard to like find a seat. And the girls that were in front of me were really nice. We kind of became friends throughout the whole thing, and yeah, it is a great experience to make friends, a great chance to make friends and just meet new people. Unfortunately, 2 of the girls had not heard back yet. One of them had, but her move-in date was before mine. So it didn't work out as far as like roommates go, but I have their numbers, and I think we're going to be friends once we get to the Disney College program. Hopefully the other 2 get in as well. So basically we start off by going into this room. They give you a sticker with a number on it. You sit down and you wait for your number to be called. They don't really start calling people until, once again, that 10:30 mark when everybody is done being checked in. Overall, I want to say probably close to about 250 people, maybe 300 tops, ended up showing up. So I was like middle of the pack. So you're sitting in this room. First of all, room was very hot, very crowded. So thankfully one of the nice guys opened up the window for us because it was very hot and it was cold outside, so thankfully the air helped circulate a bit. So they call you in groups of 50. And then they'll take you into another room. Of course, you have to be quiet when moving around because, once again, there were other auditions going on. And basically, they take you and you go into that room. So we were talking for a while, waiting for our numbers to be called. Once it was our time to be called, we went into that room, and there's a nice lady there choreographing some dance moves, and it's a very simple dance. They teach you the dance, and you basically get to run through it a few times. Now, supposedly you're supposed to like check in beforehand, but ours actually was after for some reason. So you'll get on your phone, they'll give you a code, you'll check in with your number, and then basically what happens after that is they will, like I said, teach you the dance. And once you're doing the dance, you get to run through it a few times, but not much. So it doesn't really give you much time to prepare for it. So then you are doing the dance, and they have, for our date, there was only one, I guess, casting member. I don't know what you would call her. Normally I think there are multiple, but she said for ours there was only one. So she stands at the front of the room, you get in lines of 4, and you do it down. Then when you're done the dance, she will make her decision and call out all the numbers she kept. Unfortunately, that was the end of the road for me. Like I said, there were a lot of people, and she explains beforehand how they can't take that many people. So it was kind of devastating, and I don't know, but it was a great experience. It was fun, and I'm so glad that I went, and I really did enjoy that. Now on to what I wore. So a lot of people actually kind of like full on dressed up in like either dance clothes or stage clothes, stage makeup kind of thing, and from what I've read, that's not really the best idea. They did look kind of uncomfortable. Obviously, you want to wear something that kind of shows your figure. I didn't really wear something as tight-fitting as I probably should have, but I just wore a t-shirt and capris. And then I had a pair of old dance shoes, but you do not need dance shoes. Most studios don't let street shoes in, so if you have a clean pair of sneakers or even just socks to go around in, that's what I would do. Like I said, I did have dance shoes, and then I actually kept my hair down for most of it, but once we got to the dancing, I did put it up, which a lot of people did. And overall, just have fun with it, because I know I'm talking about clothes right now, but back to what I was saying earlier, is just have fun with it, because that's really what they want to see. And they're really looking for just enthusiastic, like, over-the-top people, and I feel like I did the dance like that and very well, but like I said, there were a lot of people, and 2 girls that I was friends with in my line actually did make it on further, and that could have had something to do with it too. I don't know. So aside from clothes and what to wear, I guess just my overall kind of experience with it, it ran a little differently than I expected. I was told that they did measurements before dances, but they didn't at ours. It was the other way around. If you passed the dance, then they would do measurements. Then they would take pictures to see if they saw princess potential in you, so they aren't even looking for princesses at the beginning. You have to get through to the fur characters. And I knew that like fur characters and princesses overlapped, but I wasn't sure if they would look and be like, oh, she has a good face structure for Rapunzel, so we're gonna let her go through because she's doing pretty well. So I don't know really what they look for and how they look for it. But yeah, overall it was a very positive experience. It was so much fun, and who knows, maybe I will go to another audition if I do another Disney program, or if I work for Disney in the future. I don't know. Who knows? But if you're thinking about auditioning, I do recommend it. It is so much fun, and you will not regret it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!